What is up, guys? So today there's no real topic in mind. I'm just going to do a bit of freestyling. No, I'm not going to bust a Brett May rap out. I'm just going to talk about what's been happening on YouTube and what I've been up to lately. There was a murder committed yesterday in Doncaster. They murdered my hair. I went to one of those crazy barber shops and they just straight in, straight out, no messing. And I had to finish it this morning. When I got up this morning, I thought, oh, fucking hell, it was all lopsided and there was bits sticking out. It was a total hack job. But yeah, I went to town yesterday and I thought I'd do something a bit different and show people what it's like after long-term addiction, getting followed around all the shops. And I get it all the time. I wish I had like a secret camera, you know, what you couldn't see, and just show you what I have to deal with. And what I have to deal with, right? I understand if I was a known shoplifter, like I haven't shoplifted for years, but when I was an addict, I was. So I could understand if I was going into that area where I was shoplifting and they recognised me or remembered me or whatever. I could understand them following me around then, but this is places I've not been in for 20 years. They don't know who I am. And I'm going in there, and it's always the same. It's like, and then they come racing out the back. Just a quick example, right? This is what happened at Christmas, just off the top of my head. I went into a Superdrug, right? Never even been in there before. And as soon as I walked in, I went in because I wanted to get my mum some perfume for Christmas. And I've gone in, and because it was Christmas, the queue was halfway through the shop. And I've gone in, and I've walked over, and you know, the usual, and they've all come racing out. And I thought, here we go. And I was looking at this perfume, and two women have come either side of me. You know, there's a woman serving that just left all the customers to come and stand next to me. And she says, oh, can we help you? And I was like, I just couldn't believe it. I said, well, I want some perfume for my mum. And she said, oh, well, this one's nice. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy it and get out of it because, you know, it's doing my head in. It ruins my day. Just imagine you're going into a shop, right, and the woman behind the till just stops serving everyone, races over to you, like theatrically over theatrics to try and watch you and fucking swan necking and then we just make it obvious. They're not even sneaky about it. And then everybody's looking at me like, fucking hell, we've got to wait now because they're watching him. And they came and stood either side of me. I took this perfume, she took it to the front and served me before there was a massive queue halfway through the shop. And she served me. And everybody's looking at me gone out and I'm thinking, well, fucking hell. And then I've left and then my day's ruined. You know what I mean? Because now I'm thinking, fucking hell, why are they doing this? Why? And all the cogs start turning and I start overthinking it. And for what? Just so some jumped up little security woman or bloke has to come just to make a point, just to show everyone, oh, I'm watching him. Look, I'm watching everyone. And it's just belittling, it's degrading. And I get it all the time. And like if I go into a shop, if I had like an undercover camera, what you couldn't see, you'd see just how bad it is. It drives me mad. But then I noticed yesterday I went in, and I went into a few shops. I only uploaded one, but I went into a shop and I pulled my camera out, and then suddenly, as soon as you start videoing people, suddenly they like don't want to come and watch you then because they don't want to be online, they don't want to be on YouTube. So then they like leave you alone, and I couldn't believe it. It was night and day. There was one shop where I went in, I was recording. I think it was called Vault or something like that. And I've gone in, and one guy come straight up to me. Oh, you all right? Can I help you? And I just said, yeah, I'm just looking. And I could feel him watching me. You know, I could see he was whispering to his mates. And I thought, yeah, fucking knobhead. So I just recorded him, and he didn't seem bothered about it, to be honest. And then I went and tried some clothes on, and there was like 3 of them outside, and I just thought, yeah, fuck this. So I just left, but I got a bit flustered in that one. But what I want to do moving forward is I want to go to town, and the trouble is I've got an electric bike, so if I chain it up anyway, it's just going to get nicked. So I'm going to have to go to town, jump on the bus or something, and just go around a few shops and just video it, you know, and just I think it'd be interesting content, just if when the security guards come after me, just have a little bit of banter with them and try and make a funny situation out of it. I think it'd be good viewing. But anyway, that's what I was up to yesterday, and then I got back. I noticed, fucking hell, Emma Cockrell. Did you see it? She did a live. She was drunk, telling everybody how the trolls don't, they don't bother her. But obviously they do, because she's drunk, making a video about it. And honestly, I felt a little bit sorry for her, because she's just as delusional as Brian. She was talking about saying, "Oh, you rats online." So talking about how she'll beat them all up. Well, she weren't saying that, because you get into trouble now if you mention beating people up online. But she was saying, "Oh, I'll destroy all you rats, even in looks." Talking about how she's better looking than all these rats online. And I'm thinking, fucking hell, she's more delusional than I thought. I want to check her for a urine infection. See if she's got a urine infection. And fucking Paddy Conroy is all in on that urine infection, isn't he? He seems to think like, just because Brian's a bit ill, like back in the 80s, that might have worked. Back in the 80s or 90s, if you went into court and you had a good excuse or mitigating factors, then they'd put it into play. Things like if you were in your cell with your cellmate and your cellmate killed himself whilst you was in the cell and you had to witness it all and all the trauma from seeing it, then when you went back to court, you might get a lighter sentence, or you might be able to get bail. There was one kid in Doncaster who killed his cellmate because of this, thinking that if he was in the cell while he hung himself, he'd be able to get bail. So he killed his cellmate and strung him up. But he got caught straight away, and he got lifed off for that, but then got away with a charge what he was in for. So if he hadn't done that, he'd have been out now. So yeah, mitigating factors probably can play a part. Like if you like that's what Paddy Conroy's going with, but it's not like that anymore. It don't matter if you've got a fucking water infection, if you're harassing somebody online, if you've got a trolling campaign against somebody time and time again, then you're going to get held accountable for it, and that's what's happened. He's been bailed for it once, breached his bail. I think he's learned his lesson now, though. But I saw a video yesterday, and my God, it was... Again, I felt sorry for Brian, man. This man mountain back in the day, he was massive, could lift up cars and pull radiators off the wall, and he was running for mayor, which is hilarious. He was the taxman of Teesside, and now I saw a video of him yesterday. I might put it in the description, actually. I can't remember what channel it was. It might have been Disclosure TV, but it was Brian. He was on a video and he was doing his, talking about how tough he was back in the day, doing a live, and Tinfoil, his mortal enemy, commented on the video or on the live, and Emma shouted, "Oh, Warcry Publishing," that's Tinfoil's channel, "has just commented on your video," and he was going, yes, we've got him, boys, we've got him, yes. And he was fucking singing and dancing and saying, "Oh yeah, Irish Bull, brilliant Irish Bull, you're a genius, you've caught him." Because apparently Tinfoil's not allowed to contact Brian, and Brian's not allowed to contact Tinfoil. And so apparently he's commented on his live, so now Brian thinks like that they've got him, they've caught him in this trap, and he was going, "Yeah, Fisher, yay, fish." And it's like, fucking hell, mate. It's embarrassing, absolutely. Fully grown man who's this tough fucking taxman enforcer, and he's sat on a live cheering and celebrating because somebody's commented on his live who's not allowed to, and he was going, "Yeah, phone the police, get the police called." I figured, well, that's snitching, innit? You're in the criminal underworld, you're not allowed to snitch. And then he left the live and he was dancing, "Yeah, Irish Bull, genius, you've caught him, Irish Bull." And I think he fell out with Irish Bull about a week later, which is like a running theme with these old-time gangsters. While you're stroking their ego and telling them how great they were back in the day and how hard they are, they love it. "Oh, top lad him, yeah, top lad." But then as soon as you say, "Well, hang on a sec, you fucking lied there, aren't you? Oh, troll, doorstep, I'm going to doorstep you," and that's when they start getting nasty. But yeah, he was on this video cheering and dancing just because he'd caught tinfoil. The obsession, it's fascinating, but it's also tragic. It's way worse than I thought it was. I knew it was bad, but fucking hell, it's like his entire life revolves around tinfoil, and I don't even know what he's done. He's done something to upset him, and I'm sure tinfoil's getting him a little tickle here and there, but fucking hell, he's created a monster. It's the obsession, and the thing is, like, it's as though Emma's took over the reins now because Brian's not well. I don't know what's up with him. He's got this water infection. What's going to get him off with all his crimes he's ever committed? According to Paddy Conroy. But Emma now, like, I think Brian's realised going online is not a good idea. It's going to get him in trouble. So he's handed over the reins to Emma, and now Emma's like making videos every single day, publicly slating everyone, calling everyone grasses and bacons and wrong'uns, and it's, oh God. I just can't imagine being fueled by such hate, waking up every single day, just talking shit about people, making videos about people, talking about bacons and wrong'uns, and I don't know, it just seems like a tragic existence. I just couldn't imagine doing that every day. It'd do my head in. But yeah, she got drunk the other day, made a live talking about it, and I think they don't do themselves any favours. They're like putting their address out, saying, oh yeah, come to my house. There's nothing ever good comes from that. People start then sending stuff to their house, and you know what I mean? It's just sad. It's sad to see this once big, tough, influential gangster fucking taxman being reduced to arguing with people online with his missus. But anyway, that's the taxman. Yeah, moving forward, what I think I'm going to do. I sound like Andy Smith there, don't I? So yeah, start going to town and doing videos in town. Because now we've got this nice weather, I could get out. And it's not easy for me because of a long years spent in prison, years as a homeless, heroin addict, an alcoholic, all the fucking miserable addictions what you can have in life. I've somehow managed to get them. I've never used spice, that's one thing. I've never used needles, but all the rest, it's all in. And years of that have left me like in a place of, I get real bad depression, anxiety. I struggle to talk to people. I'm really awkward around people. Anybody who's recognised me on the street and come up, and they probably feel it. It's like an awkward presence, and I'm sorry about it. I just can't, I just struggle being around people. But I'm getting better at it now. And what I would love to do in the end is like do something similar to what Billy Moore does. I'd never be able to do it as good as he does because he fits the part, like you look at me, I'm just a skinny ex-crackhead, I'm not a fighter, I'm not a tough guy. Whereas Billy, he looks, he looks like he could be a mean scouser, he looks like he could really fight. And he can interact with people really well, So I could never do it to that extent, to that level. A good channel, Billy Moore. He really, I saw one the other day, really wound me up. And he was walking past these foreigners. I don't know where they were from. The stupid broccoli haircut, with the face masks on, and they was harassing these drug addicts, because drug addicts are an easy target. And Billy stepped in. He says, oh, we'll say something now while I'm here. And then they just started jumping up, shouting and throwing punches. And one of them ran up behind his kid and punched him when he wasn't looking. And I just thought, vermin, scum. Why are they letting these people in just to sit around and harass people? And they don't get into trouble for it. They just get away with it. Because nobody wants to be seen as racist. I saw some on this news this morning, this copper who took down a gang member who shot at coppers and that. I can't remember his name. It was Chris Cabar or something. And he's gone, and this copper's gone, took him down, and I think he shot him because he had a gun and killed him. Or I think he did anyway. And now the copper's going to get into trouble for it. It's like, what? He's shooting at coppers. He's a gang member, fucking harassing people, bullying people, shooting them, stabbing them. Copper steps up, takes him down, and the copper's going to get into trouble. He's going to get done for, I can't remember what it said. And that's the world we live in now. These gang members, these criminals, these foreigners that come over, they can just do what they want, and nobody can do it because they don't want to be labelled racist or hateful, or, you know, it's like they come over, they drive around like idiots, just knocking people over, killing people, and they don't go to prison. But if we talk about it and say, fucking hell, this is not right, we're the ones that get into trouble for mentioning it. It's fucking mental. But yeah, moving forward, that's what I would like to do. Start going to town and start interacting with people. It's a little bit each time. There was, when I first got clean, I wouldn't have been able to get into a taxi. I wouldn't have been able to go into town at all. I wouldn't have been able to get my hair cut. I remember when I first got clean up for Valium, I had really, really bad anxiety. And my hair was long as though, and I had to get it cut. I kept putting it off. And I went in and I was sat in the chair and she was waffling away for fucking ages. And the clipper was going around my ears, and I could feel myself getting worked up and sweaty. And I was like, fuck, man, I nearly exploded. And it just seemed like I was there for like 20 minutes. And in the end, I just jumped up. I said, right, I'm late, I've got to go. And just fucking paid them and just ran off. That's how bad it was. But now I can go into town, and this is all from long-term addiction, you know, and people won't talk about it because they don't want to look weak. I get it, you know, but I just don't care. You know, and somebody said to me the other day, I wish I could do what you do on YouTube, you know, you don't care, you fucking, you just say what you want, and that's from years of making, you know, selling bacon in the streets, door to door, being humiliated, being laughed at. So there's none left, you know. I've been through all the humiliation. So now I can just do what I want and say what I want, and nobody expects anything from me. It's quite freeing, actually. But anyway, I waffled on a bit too long today. That's what I'm going to be doing moving forward. I might go into town this weekend and have a little walk around and do a bit of content. I'm going out on my bike in a minute. So yeah, if you like this video, press the thumbs up. Shout out to Devo, by the way, Doncaster Soldier. So I look like Devo. If you like this video, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Nerf da pop.